everybody, and welcome back to iRacing. This is the NASCAR Cup Series A-Class Fixed from Talladega Superspeedway.
Are you ready? Watch for the lights.
We are starting in P9 in car number 7. We are driving the Wendy's machine that Noah Gregson will be piloting at Talladega as well. Waiting on the leader here to go green. Leader picks up the pace, green flag is out, and we're racing at Talladega in the next-gen car for the first time since the update.
Hold your line, clear to the top, clear outside.
I, of course, ran Daytona earlier this year in the next-gen car. However, last time I was at Talladega in this car. If you haven't watched that video, I recommend it if you want to see the change for the next-gen car, because, hoo boy, the next-gen car was rough to drive at that point. And so far, I actually haven't driven the next-gen car too much. I've actually had a pretty difficult time getting to grips with it.
Outside.
In terms of its handling. It's one of those things, I'm not sure if it's an iRacing thing or if it is actually the car itself just being that much more difficult to drive.
Still there.
But, ooh, big check up here.
Hold your line.
Actually had to get off the gas and slam the brake.
Still there.
One of the issues I'm finding, and this can go back to the handling, let me know if this is something you face as well, but it feels like with this next-gen car, the force feedback just isn't there as of yet.
Still there.
Like in every other car I have on iRacing, like I did an Xfinity race before this, about an hour before this race. And just going from that car to this car, it seems like there's no force feedback in this car.
Still there.
It just feels so much weaker, and I think that's where some of the handling issues I'm having comes from in this car. It just feels like I'm having to, I'm not getting the feel that I should be getting from the car. Now, if there's something where you can change force feedback of a specific car, please let me know. I would be more than happy to do that. The reason I don't change it when I'm in this car is because I don't want to affect every other car, because I'll forget. So I hope it is something that iRacing does address in a future patch of the weak force feedback of this car. Obviously, it's a huge work in progress, just like it is in real life, as NASCAR will have to continue to tweak the car after some of the best tracks on the schedule, our short tracks, have become relatively dull so far this season.
Hold your line.
So it'll be a work in progress, of course. Again, I mentioned, right as we went green, the huge change in this car between preseason and now with all the testing they did and everything. So NASCAR and iRacing both. It's a long road ahead to get this car to where it needs to be. Things will always be changing and improving.
Clear to the bottom. Car low.
To tell you what, it's very, very different from this car as opposed to racing the Xfinity car or the truck.
Keep it steady.
Is the runs. Man, this thing gets runs like they're crazy. The momentum in this car is nuts. And we're actually running up high, which I don't think I've actually ever been able to do in iRacing. I've never seen people just migrate to the high side.
Still there. Still there.
Definitely something a little strange, because if you raced in the Truck Series or the Xfinity Series or the Cup Series in the past, it was you went to the bottom and you stayed there. As we got a car below the apron behind us, looks like he saved it. Yeah, so right now P5, so 11th to 5th on that lap. As it looks like the high line is the place to be right now, much like it is in real life. Yeah, it's a little weird. I've actually never seen this before in iRacing. I've seen YouTube videos or something like that of, when it happens, but that's usually in leagues and stuff where, people are communicating and there's, a longer races and stuff, but it's very interesting to see actually highline running in this car. As you can see the low lane, if you look in the mirror, you can see it's really spread out, not enough cars to make a move or warrant going down. And you want to do that thing where you can duck out, maybe gain a position or two like you see some of the drivers do in real life. But much like in real life, that could just not work out, bite you in the butt, and you go all the way to the back. And with this race being so short, can't really afford to do that. So it looks like for now we're just going to have to ride in P5 behind the Reese's and Baskin-Robbins machines. Tell you what a combo that is. You got Baskin-Robbins, Reese's, and then Wendy's. Sounds like a pretty good day to me. So, yeah, we'll see how long this train lasts here at Talladega.
Car inside.
As now we got people going to the inside. We'll see if they're actually able to make a move or if it's just a short burst of momentum.
Still there.
Is they're actually 3 wide behind us a little bit.
Steady.
That is going to hurt their momentum. You do see them
Still
falling
there.
back.
Clear low. Car high.
As we're going to go down low. Kind of got forced down low. I looked low trying to block that lane, and the guy got such a momentum. I wasn't going to come up, try to cause a wreck. It's too early in this race, even though it is only 30 laps, so we'll just run the bottom for now.
Still there.
See if we can get anyone to come down with us.
Hold your line.
See if we can make any momentum
Still
gains, or if we're just kind of going to be stuck here for a little bit. But looks like we're getting a good momentum shift in the corner here. They're starting to break up a little. Now they're going to be 2 and 3 wide. That's going to help us.
Still there.
See if we can make anything
Still
last, or if
there.
we're going to have to try to get back up to the high side.
Keep it steady.
So you can
Still
see, it's
there.
not like when I was doing the truck and
Still
Xfinity
there.
races or anything else like I've done in the past where, you know,
Hold your
people
line.
are side drafting and crowding each other. It's really, if you're
it
running high,
steady.
you're up against that wall. If you're low, you're down against the line.
Still there.
The 2 lanes aren't really coming near each other,
Still there.
which is very interesting from what I usually see
Hold
here
your
on
line.
iRacing. As all the
Still
momentum's
there.
gone again. High line flying past
Hold your
us.
line.
And I know we're getting bumps. I
Still
see
there.
the 0X's, and I can feel it a little
Still
bit.
there.
Man, that force feedback just so
Hold your line.
unbelievably weak. As the inside lane
Still
had
there.
a huge
Clear the
run,
top.
we got up to like 2nd place, and then
Car
all of a
high.
sudden the momentum just died, and everyone's gone back up to
Hold
the
your
high
line.
side.
Clear outside.
There's a
Car
couple
outside.
cars going to go down low up in front of us.
Still there.
See how quickly we can catch
Keep it
them there.
steady. Hold your
The nice
line.
thing about them running
Keep
so high up and us running so far down low is
Still
that you
there.
can, you know, it makes it a little less likely
Still
we're going to
there.
crash.
Hold your line.
Or at least that's the hope, you know, you don't want to have a
Keep it
big one
steady.
early. And it allows for proper racing.
Still there.
So we get up behind this number
Clear, clear
17
the
Red
outside.
Bull guy.
Car high. Still there. Still there. 3 wide. In the middle. Clear inside. Car outside.
Highline really lost a lot of
Hold your
momentum there. That's
line.
going to allow us to pull up a little bit.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear all around. Outside.
Drifting back again.
Still there.
To this car, there is a break in the high line should we
Hold your
choose
line.
to take it.
Clear high.
And we are. But see, I went high like that, and I almost felt like I was going to lose the car. Not because the car is loose, but because I don't have that force feedback I need to make confident
Inside.
moves in the car.
Clear inside. Inside.
The force feedback really is not
Keep
good
it
in this
steady.
car right now.
Hold your line.
That's one of the reasons I simply just don't race it
Hold
right
line.
now, is because to me the car is not good
Still
enough to
there.
be driven full time yet.
Keep it steady.
Super speedway, you know, you still need
Still there.
that feel of force feedback and everything.
Still there.
Well, I would say you don't need it as much as you do
Hold your
for
line.
any other track,
Car low.
you know, because you're not going to be using heavy braking or
Still
anything like
there.
that. As
Hold your line.
now it looks like my decision to go up
Still
high.
there.
You know, we're kind of just in a bad spot right
Clear
now
to the
because
bottom. Car
the low lane will get a big run when we check up like we are
Hold your
right now.
line.
They'll fly up a couple spots, but then they fall
Hold your
back once we
line.
get going again. So
Hold your
a lot of
line.
coming and going for that low lane. It's just,
Still there.
unfortunately, it doesn't seem like
Still
we're at the
there.
point of the race right now with still 20 to go where
Keep it steady.
enough people are going to be making moves to go to the inside where you
Still
can really
there.
pass yet.
Still there.
You can see that checkup coming there.
Still there. Still there. Keep it steady. Hold your line.
Tell you what though, while there is stuff that needs to be done, it is, honestly,
Still
this is
there.
more fun to me personally
line.
than what we had
Keep
in
it
the
steady.
Xfinity Truck Series and what we used to have in Cup
Hold
on
your line.
iRacing here. where it was 2 lanes, you know,
Still
front,
there.
you know, high side goes ahead, in the
Still
straightaways,
there.
low side ahead in the corner. The grip that this car has and how they're doing it with aerodynamics and everything, it allows for more natural, realistic pack racing, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's frustrating, but that is what it's like in real life. You have these moments where it's a train up high,
Hold your line.
and the low lane can't get going.
Still
And I'm
there.
enjoying that you're actually able to move around, you know. Yeah, we're not making any real passes, we're just staying in line. But it feels like there's more movement, there's more naturalness to this race than there is usually here on iRacing. Is that high line really or that low lane I should say, really disappearing right now. As we continue the choo-choo train up top.
P9. Car outside.
Whoa!
Hold your line. Outside.
That checkup was huge.
Inside. Rewind. 2 inside. Car low.
And that's the thing with the run these cars have. When you check up like that, you can see how much ground we lost.
Still there.
And now we got to get it back going again.
Still there.
But yeah, when there's a checkup in these cars, because of how much momentum you get and how big the runs are in this car,
Still there.
man, I tell you, you got to really hit the brakes.
Still there. Keep it steady. Hold your line. Keep it steady.
Jeez.
Still there. Clear
It's
all around.
ridiculous
Car
how
inside.
much I'm having to hit the brakes.
Still there.
P14.
Still there. He's still there. Clear inside. Inside.
So here we go, going 3 wide. We got a lap car
Still
coming up. I'm
there.
sure this is going to
Car
end great.
inside.
You can
Hold
see
your
that
line.
26 car with the run. Whoa! The checkers
Still
car.
there. Clear
Nearly.
inside.
You can see the run that 26 had, how many spots he was able to gain, and that worked out well for us. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a checkers car, that's Cheerwine.
Clear to the bottom.
And listen, I'm still not thrilled with the move, but I'll give you a pass because it's a Cheerwine car. I absolutely love Cheerwine.
P11. Be careful, we've got a full
And
course
caution is out. Something happened behind us. But right at the halfway point. So we'll regroup here. Looks like we're P11, so we're going to be restarting inside. Unless anybody pits. No matter what happens, I don't plan on pitting. Tire wear is just really a non-factor right now at this car track combination. Really this track in general, any of the NASCAR series, there's not really a point of taking tires right now.
Pace car is out. Pits are closed.
So
Pace
we'll
car
see if
is
anyone
out.
else
Line up
does
single
pit, but
file behind car
either
2.
way, we should get back to racing here relatively shortly. All right, pace car is in. Gonna have a 12-lap shootout here. And looks like we're starting to go, backing out of it a little.
Green, green, green. Let's go.
And there we go, green flag. Jesus.
Car high.
That leader, I
Wide,
swear to
only
God,
inside.
what
P17.
the fuck?
Wide. You're in the middle. Clear outside. Car
Go,
low.
stop, go, stop. You can't do that shit.
Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Wonder what kind of damage, if any, we got from the 4X, if it was just cuz, but I mean, you saw there was just an accordion effect. Everybody, it looks like, got some X's and damage out of that one because leader decided he wanted to go, stop, go, and then stop right before the green flag, so good going. Who's leader there? 12 car.
Inside.
So hope he controls no more restarts on this race if we have any.
Clear inside.
Because that was some bullshit. Alright, we'll go down to the inside to here.
Hold your line.
See if we can make absolutely
there.
anything happen.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line.
If
Still
they're getting
there.
3 wide here, not sure I like
Hold
it.
your line. 3 wide, you're inside.
Ooh,
Outside.
4 wide.
Keep it steady.
26 dropping like a rock there.
Clear high. Outside. Car outside. Clear high.
Okay, backed out of that one.
V20.
Car inside.
And I got no problem backing out of that one because
Clear
that
low.
got a little hairy there. Some 4 wide action. Do need to start working our way up towards the front, but you just got a feeling there's going to be another wreck.
Clear low. Car high. Still
So,
there.
whoa, that Red Bull cart, you
Keep it steady. In the middle. Hold your line.
son of a bitch, dude.
Still there. Clear all around. Outside.
And this is the thing that sucks, you know, part of it is you're not paying attention, but at the same time,
Still there.
you know, the real life spotters or the spotters you hear in the NASCAR series, they're able to give you such more information. You know, the information you actually hear about runs and momentum and all that. You just don't get that,
Still
whether it's the
there.
crew chief app like I'm using, or, you
Still
know, the
there.
iRacing spotter / crew chief. You just don't get that information, so it makes it so much harder to judge that information. And it is all purely based on eyesight.
Hold your line.
You know, that kind of sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. You live with what you got.
Still there.
It's usually why I see so much bigger
Still
wrecks in
there.
iRacing, because we don't have actual
To the bottom. 3 wide.
spotters to work with.
Car high. Still there.
Cheerwine car.
Hold your
Stuck
line.
in the
2
middle there.
outside. Outside.
As all of a sudden,
Still
13th
there.
to what? P4?
Keep it
P5?
steady.
At the end of the lap, now running
Still there.
3rd.
Keep it
How about
steady.
that? And all of a sudden, the 26 car's in front of us. I thought we had just passed him a little bit ago.
Still there. 3 wide. You're
These
inside.
new cars, man, I'm telling you,
Car high.
they are
Still there.
crazy.
Keep it steady.
The runs and
Hold your
momentum
line. Still there.
don't necessarily got to be at the front anymore, as we just
Still
saw. Because
there.
again, 13th to 5th,
Still there.
1 lap.
Still there.
High Line has a lot of momentum going
Hold
right
your
now, so
line.
that's going to help them.
Hold your line.
We're going to fall back again.
Steady.
That's the thing with this. There's a lot of coming
your
and going.
line. You're the bottom. 3 wide.
That's why are we 3 wide?
Hold your line. 3 wide. 2 high. Car outside.
And when you don't have the momentum going your
there.
way, they
Clear
will dump you,
outside.
as you can see. We just fell all the way back. So you can also
Car
go from
outside.
5th to 13th or wherever we're going to
Hold
end
your
up
line.
within 1 lap.
Outside.
So we got to do it
Still
again now.
there.
7 to go. It's like you got to time
Clear
your
high.
charge to the front correct, you know? I also think we probably have a little bit of damage thanks to that whole restart fuck up from the leader. So
Car
that's
outside.
probably not helping when we get out in front as the
Still
28
there.
car
Clear outside.
shoots down to the
Car low.
inside.
Keep it steady. Clear to the bottom.
That's just it. And if you check up like that or have to get out of the gas or anything, you lose so much momentum in this car. It's absolutely ridiculous. You know, it's like everything is much more than it was in the old car, or it is in the Xfinity and truck, you know? And it's what makes this, A, more fun, but also much more difficult.
Outside.
As we're getting 3 wide again.
Still there.
Here's the 26 again.
Hold your line.
Tell you what, I think we've seen just about every car in this
Wide,
field
two
as we go
outside.
underneath the A&W car.
Still there.
Root beer's fine. I love the restaurant, though.
Outside.
So one car goes below the apron.
Still
Whoa, the
there.
Reese's car makes the Cheerwine car check up.
Wide, you're the inside. Hold your line.
Got a car in the grass. Looks like everything
Still
stays
there.
good, though.
P11.
Car outside.
There's a freaking Crisco car and the 26.
Hold your line. 3 wide. You're at the inside.
Again, coming and going.
Hold your line. Still there. Keep it steady. Car outside.
Smart
3
move by
wide,
the lap
you're
car to
inside.
duck below the apron.
Hold your line. 3 wide, too high. Still there.
Check up so much for that Cheerwine car.
Still there.
Luckily, it seems like the middle lane had to check up too.
Still there.
Coming to 4 to go.
Outside. Keep it steady. Hold your line. Keep it steady.
15th place.
Hold your line.
See, you
Still
never got
there.
3 wide racing like this in
Still there.
the old car.
3 wide, 2 up top.
Whoa!
Still there. Clear to the top.
Whoa!
Inside.
The
Clear
Baskin
inside.
Robbins cars just appeared on the apron.
Car high.
So momentum shifts back to the
Still
low side,
there.
moving forward for a moment.
Still there. 2 up top.
Coming to
Car
3 to
high.
go. Tell you what, this is a
Still
hell of a lot
there.
more entertaining.
Still
A lot
there.
of races I've done.
Hold your line. Still there. You're the bottom. 3 wide. Hold your line.
B12.
It's time to be
Hold your
selfish.
line.
3 to go. Shove people out of line when you can.
Car high.
Hope this lap car gets off the
Hold
track.
your line. Clear high. Car high. Still there. In the middle. 3 wide.
Ooh,
Clear to the wall. Inside.
oh, this is nuts.
Keep it steady. 3 wide.
Can't
In
clear the
middle.
guy.
Clear outside. All clear.
There we go. Oh, nowhere to
Car
go.
outside. 3 wide.
Nowhere to
inside.
go. We had a huge run.
Clear outside. Car high. Clear
2 to go.
inside. Clear outside. Outside.
Momentum did not work with us there. Damn it.
2 to go.
Still there. Hold your line.
And somehow it always gets back to
Still
double
there.
file for a little bit. And that's what's crazy.
Hold your line.
Whoa, there's the
Hold your
wreck.
line. Clear high.
Whoa!
Caution, watch out.
Almost made it through that. Luckily, I don't think our damage is going to be too bad. But wreck
This car
happened
is
in
out.
front of
Line up
us.
Single file behind car number 5. We're under caution.
Hit the
Pits are
brakes, but they
closed.
just completely locked up, so I couldn't totally avoid hitting the guy in front of me. And then as what guy was coming back up, I had to go to the right, and another guy was coming down to avoid another part of the wreck, so we made contact, which spun me out. Sucks. But again, it doesn't seem too bad. We only have a 4X out of
Pits are
everything.
open.
So we're going to pit here.
Watch your speed. Pit lane speed limit is 55 miles per hour.
No idea where my pit
Box
stall
in
is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
Okay, let's see here. Only 52 seconds of optional, so it looks like it may be okay. Gonna leave it here in the pits. See a bit of bentness on our rear spoiler, but we'll get it repaired and see what happens when we get back out there. Okay, so that was pretty much the end of our race. We ended up finishing P22. Nothing special, just had damage, so that's where we ended up finishing. But I did want to take a look back and see what had happened in the incident. So coming out of turn 2 here on lap 29, looks like the 23 gets a bad bump. from the 23, or the 26 gets a bad bump from the 23 car, sending him to the outside lane, causing the crash. You can see just all the cars going everywhere. And that's the car that we hit that just went through the 26. But if we rewind it here, we can go ahead and find ourselves here somewhere. There we are. Okay, so this is what my view of it was. You can see the wreck happening, decide to go ahead, go low. Locked up the brakes, couldn't avoid the 5 or the 16. Saw that this car was coming back up, went to the right. The 6 was coming down after his contact with the 26. And that's what happened to us to cause us to go around and unfortunately end what could have been, I think, a pretty decent run for us. But that is, of course, just super speedway racing. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe for more iRacing content. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!